group out a guest list, like that's probably like the most difficult thing in a wedding.
50 for her family, 50 for my family, 50 of our friends.
We said at least 100. I was hoping to keep it under 40.
We did have a moment of panic where we realized that we invited like 220.
So we just went ahead and invited everybody.
Who knows our middle names?
Basically.
Like, if they don't know our middle names, they may not be able to come.
That was a really good criteria.
The reason setting your guest list is so hard is because you have to actually set your budget first. And couples delay setting their budget because they hate talking about money. Get over it. Talk about it, set the budget, move on.
Once you get through it, it's all up from there.
We just, both of us, started coming up with a list.
But then it started getting, well, you're inviting this person, right? Like, how could you not? We went to this person's wedding and that person's wedding.
If you're on the fence, whether you should invite someone or not invite someone, here are some parameters. 1, were you invited to their wedding? If no, cross them off the list. 2, are they in a serious relationship, engaged or married? If they are, then yes, they can have a +1. 3, have you talked to them in the last 12 months? That's a really, really good one.
My best piece of advice when it comes to your guest list is to cut in groups. So maybe it's your work friends, or maybe it's your book club. How about those first and second cousins? Do they really need to come? Cut in groups, and the whole exercise of who's gonna come to your wedding will be so much more straightforward and simple.
We knew people were gonna bring a guest, which I was happy about. Just fill it up, make it fun.
We invited sort of the +1s that we really felt like we wanted at our wedding.
We invited the +1s we liked.
Yeah.
The real rules for +1 is actually fairly straightforward. So if your wedding guest has been dating their significant other for maybe 6 months to a year, you wanna give them a +1. It's just rude not to. Second, if you know that guest doesn't know anyone else at the wedding, give them a +1. And then third, if they're single and ready to mingle, you can ditch it. They don't need a +1.
I started making the joke that like if people wanted to pay a cover, they were welcome to come. We had to tell a few people no because we met our cap. We had 150 people there.
It's always awkward when you have to tell someone that they're not invited to your wedding, so slap on a pretty smile and explain that the venue simply won't hold all the people that you wish you could invite. Just blame it on somebody else.
If you have a relative that is insisting on inviting every single person they know to your wedding, here's a solution. Tell them that they can host you your own wedding engagement party or reception or brunch where they can pay for it and they can invite everyone they want.
Or if they don't understand, when they do have a wedding, then they'll understand later.